Roberts.
For our main event here tonight for the VFC Featherweight Championship.
5 rounds, victory, Featherweight Championship on the line.
The Rage, currently on a 3-loss streak coming into here, but we got 2 great athletes that are ready to put on a show.
You have two great athletes. Again, this weight, there's lots of fast and furious action is going to be going on right now. Both guys are very poised right now. Robert's striking ability has gotten better over the past couple of years as I've been watching him.
Robert sneaks a kick in there, but some opening strikes, and they're both going after each other. Beebe and Roberts exchanging blows early on here in round number 1. We're scheduled for 5-minute rounds for the Featherweight Championship belt.
Both guys are really good wrestlers, so it's going to be hard to get one guy off balance, because both guys are such great wrestlers.
And we talked about it. 4-time Illinois State wrestling. That's not unusual for these athletes.
No,
so I mean,
not unusual.
Wrestling, martial arts.
Not unusual at all.
Chase Beebe, 5'7", weighed in for this match out in the 145 mark. Ryan Roberts gives up an inch to him, 5'6", 145 as well.
Both guys taking their time. Both guys are trying to find the range, and I expect them to start shooting, making some shots, taking some shots here.
Ryan Roberts, just one of the great fighters here in the Omaha area, as he starts to throw some blows at Chase Beebe, and the Rage defends him and fights him off.
Again, you want to be careful dropping your head when you're throwing those punches.
Roberts is well documented. People in the area know. Fights for his sister, the tattoo on his back. Hate to talk about it, but Andrea Kruger, we're familiar with that story here. His sister murdered last year. Victory fighting, contributing to the funds and whatnot. And it's just really when stuff like that happens, these are fighters, and you get in the ring, and it just motivates you.
Well, it seems like the community is backing Roberts, and as they should. He's in the ring for a purpose, and it looks like the community is backing him.
A great story, a great motivation, and he fights every fight for her as he has her memory on his back. So, haven't gone to the ground yet here as we're midway through round number 1.
Very surprising, very surprising.
And
trying to find that range with their striking.
And you would kind of think that Chase Beebe would like to get this on the ground a little bit with his wrestling background.
Yeah. Well, with both guys having wrestling backgrounds, I think a lot of the wrestlers are trying to step their boxing game up. So
right.
they're trying to step their striking game up. So I believe the first round is going to be a test of who can find that range, who can strike the best.
Right now it's looked like a traditional boxing match. We've had a couple of kicks thrown in. Nothing solid landed. There's a kick from Roberts and returned by Beebe. And again, both fighters have remained on their feet through the first 3 minutes of round number 1.
Trying to find the range, trying to find the chin.
Very similar size athletes. And again, looking for that opportunity. Very patient fighters, and we keep talking about that here tonight. That's just experience. And there's an opportunity for Roberts.
It's part of MMA. You gotta remain calm, and you gotta keep your composure.
So Roberts gets Beebe down momentarily, lands a couple more punches, and Beebe is back on his feet. Another kick from Roberts.
Roberts has to be careful in dropping his hands as he kicks.
A vulnerability, perhaps. We'll see if Chase Beebe picks up on that.
Well, Beebe, he's keeping his elbows in, so I think he's looking to pinpoint.
As both fighters are looking for those opportunities, feeling each other out. That's these longer fights, kind of the game plan and strategy. Again, the featherweight champion of VFC on the line here in this bout.
Roberts is always aggressive. He's always the aggressor in the fight.
There's a couple of kicks right there. Didn't really land. And back to the blows.
Beebe a lot tougher in the fight. And I'm giving him a lot more credit watching his actions right now.
A very close round one as we get down to the last 10 seconds. And there's a kick by Beebe. And another kick, and a couple of blows from Roberts as we come to the end of the first round of action.
Great round. Again, both guys trying to fill each other out. And there was, did you see a takedown or anyone trying to take anyone down?
No takedowns. They stayed on their feet pretty much for the entire first round.
And again, you got a lot of wrestlers now who are trying to find that boxing range, find that striking range now, because again, you exert a lot of energy trying to take a guy down in the first place. But if you got another guy stuffing you and who's just as good a wrestler as you, you're going to try to preserve that energy.
We'll come back for round number 2. You're watching VFC 42.
Got really good jab, so we gotta watch that.
Welcome back to Ralston Arena, round number 2. Todd Walkenhorst, Houston Alexander, the assassin. And we saw a pretty close round 1. Both fighters staying on their feet, and you think that's part of the strategy that we're seeing here?
It might be part of the strategy because you have both guys who are very good at wrestling, and when you're trying to take someone down, you exert a lot of energy. So I think they're trying to reserve their energy and go deeper into the rounds.
Another kick from Roberts, responded with a couple of punches from Beebe.
Both guys, more head movement in this fight. This round.
You're seeing the welts a little bit on Beebe as some of those punches have landed from Roberts.
Very powerful. He's a very powerful puncher.
You mentioned his striking has become better over the last few years, and we're seeing that.
Form has got a lot better.
Another kick, and those hands do drop when he does that kick, don't they?
Lots of great side-to-side movement. He's been moving side to side. Both fighters moving side to side.
Roberts tries to stay on the attack. And here comes Beebe looking for a takedown, and he gets Roberts down on the canvas. Beebe on top of Roberts, and you said that they were kind of looking for their opportunity.
But Roberts is hard to keep down. He's a very, very powerful guy. So I'm looking for him to explode at any point in time.
Beebe hanging on right now. And as you mentioned, Roberts doesn't like to stay on the ground too long, and back on his feet he is.
Very powerful guy. It's hard to keep him down, especially when you're sweaty. It's hard to keep a guy down, especially as powerful as Roberts.
So back to sparring for these two as we're 3 minutes remaining here in round number 2.
And we'll see what type of condition Beebe has after taking Roberts down.
How much does that take out of you when you take down an opponent like that?
If you're a well-conditioned MMA fighter, it doesn't take a lot out of you, because I think he's still scoring points with the takedown. But you just got to be careful not to overdo it.
More energy to take him down or get out of it?
You know what? I think more to get out of it, because there's a lot of grabbing, and you got to lift yourself up. So I believe more so getting out of it.
So Beebe lands the right hand.
He has
and a couple more right hands, backs Roberts into the corner.
He has a good jab. I told you got to watch out for the jab. He has great straight strikes. Well, he's going right down the pipe.
Seeing a little more aggressive Beebe here in round number 2 as he goes after Roberts once again, and they just continue to exchange blows.
Roberts needs to, he needs to get his hands up. He needs to keep moving. He needs to keep moving.
There's a kick that was missed by Beebe. But that's the first kick that we've really seen him try to at least go up high with.
You don't want to do too many kicks, because, again, you can overexert. You using too many kicks. So, there's various type of moves that you want to not do a lot of if you're not in good condition.
Tried to pick a spot, did not land on that, and they continue to jab at each other.
Roberts, but he has to be careful that he doesn't get backed up against the cage.
Beebe's been trying to back him into the sides and corners here in round number 2. Hasn't successfully trapped him per se. And again tries to take Roberts down and does not finish.
Again, they're picking their spots.
There's a
Picking their
left
spots.
hand by Roberts that did connect. And another one looked like maybe caught him in the back of the head.
He looks real relaxed. Even after taking a blow like that,
Sure
he still
does.
looks relaxed.
A big roundhouse misses by Roberts, and Beebe tries to find an opening.
I think Beebe's trying to. He's looking for that straight right. He's looking for the jabs. He's looking to go straight down the pipe.
Again, Beebe tried to take down Roberts, but Roberts backs him up into the fence. And now Beebe tries to break free, takes a knee, and breaks the hold. Roberts will just throw those punches out of nowhere, though, won't he?
Well,
the big roundhouses.
And again, you can get surprised by stuff like that. But it looks like Beebe is trying to stay in control. He's trying to stay in control.
2 rounds in the book for the Featherweight Championship. We'll be back with round number 3. This is VFC 42. Back at sold-out Ralston Arena here for Victory Fighting Championship 42. It's the championship in the featherweight. Ryan Roberts and Chase Beebe pretty even through the first 2 rounds. A great fight so far, Houston Alexander.
It's been a great fight. Roberts, again, a powerful guy, but Beebe's he's weathering the storm. He's staying in the pocket.
Both fighters have had their moments so far. Nobody with any severe damage. And as we get later in this fight, what do you expect to see?
You know what? I'm expecting more takedowns. You know, you want to show that you're controlling the fight. You can only go so far with your striking. And again, you see a slip up by Roberts.
Roberts, big kick, but did not connect with it.
And again, you can exhaust a lot of energy by kicking, missing. A lot of misses could take a lot of energy out of you also.
Roberts with a big right hand. It looks like we actually got some blood coming out of the nose now of Chase Beebe.
Again, Roberts a very, very strong guy, very powerful guy.
I thought that he missed on that kick completely, but it looked like that might have been when the blood started in the nose. I wonder if he just caught a little bit of that nose.
Yeah, I think it might have been from one of the roundhouse strikes.
So Roberts likely to try to continue at that nose of Beebe.
Beebe's still keeping his composure. He's still trying to go down the center, trying to catch Roberts right down the center.
Both fighters not letting up, looking for their spot, continue to throw jabs, and there's a big roundhouse. Missed again, once again by Roberts, and he goes to the ground, gets right back up.
Both guys right back up. It's very surprising to see 2 great wrestlers striking.
You figure the more tired that they get, the more likely they are to go down onto the canvas.
Well, sometimes you can actually reserve energy by staying in a striking position.
Again, blows are exchanged, and they're going both ways. Both fighters are landing the punches.
This is going to be a tough decision if it goes all 5 rounds, especially at this pace that both fighters are going.
We're midway through this championship match here, halfway point of round number 3. We're scheduled for 5. And you see Beebe just
Beebe's kind of
watching
stalking
for that punch.
Beebe's kind of stalking Roberts. Roberts comes back, right back in the center of the ring.
You know, both fighters are exchanging punches. My impression is Roberts is just landing maybe a couple more of them than Beebe.
A couple more
quality punches.
Quality punches, you're right.
Nose continues to bleed for Chase Beebe. There's another strike by Roberts.
Again,
Roberts is well aware of that, right?
Yeah, very, but he's a very powerful guy. You know, and he might miss a few, but once they land, they're inflicting a lot of damage.
Beebe down to his knees and takes down Roberts. And we'll see if Roberts gets up quickly, as we've seen so far in this match.
Well, maybe Roberts might take the time to rest here a little bit and gain his composure again and explode in the latter part of the round.
Roberts locking up Beebe. Like you said, Going to save some energy right here. We'll see how fast he gets back up.
Catch his breath. He can catch his breath here. He can try to gain his composure. Wear the guy down a little bit by grabbing on the head.
Beebe's trying to get some strikes in. Hasn't landed solid ones yet. Not in a great position. Roberts doing a good job of still being defensive despite being on the bottom.
Oh yeah, very. And again, he's Roberts is very strong. You know, being in the gym with that guy, very strong guy.
There's an elbow by Beebe.
Eluding the elbows, keeping your head moving, controlling the guy's head that's on top.
You figure the longer this goes, though, the more advantage for Beebe.
But the advantage, again, if you're on bottom, you're losing. That's what I was told. So, if Roberts eventually wants to get up, or he's going to just wait until the next round to kind of gain his composure.
15 seconds to go. Reaches up, tries to get a punch in. Beebe's
on his back.
Beebe wrapping him up. And it looks like we'll hit the end of round 3. 3 great rounds. We're watching a great matchup for the Featherweight Championship. We'll come back with round number 4. This is VFC 42. Welcome back to Ralston Arena Championship in the Featherweight Championship in VFC 42 as we enter the 4th of 5 rounds. And so far, it's been a pretty close bout. Tell me what you see. Who would you don't want it to come down to the judges ever. You want it to be one in the ring, but you had kind of mentioned earlier on, judges like takedowns. We've seen Beebe with a couple takedowns. Does he have the advantage going into round 4?
He does have the advantage going to round 4. Again, the judges like to take downs. It shows control, and from a past experience, it shows that the other guy is controlling the bout. Yeah, especially if you're taking a guy down anytime you want.
Beebe going back to the jabs. And you mentioned to watch for that here in this round.
Yeah, watch for that.
What's the strategy for Beebe, you think?
And again, he's trying to wear Roberts down with the jab. Always lead with the jab. Kind of set it up he might be setting up for a takedown.
And you think the jabs will lead to getting him on the
mat? Jabs lead up to a lot of things. The jabs lead up to the kicks. They lead up to takedowns. They can lead up to a lot of things.
Again, strikes exchange between the two fighters, and
great to see good wrestlers have great boxing. It's always great to see that, and it's always great to see great strikers become great wrestlers. So again, the sport is always evolving.
And down to the mat, Beebe tries to take it. Roberts
catches
him.
He's going with those knees.
Does a little bit of damage, it looked like, on that exchange. And you mentioned a lot of these guys are wrestlers in high school and college. They do the mixed martial arts. How hard is it to develop that boxing part of this sport?
You got to have that rhythm. You got to have a rhythm. You got to have that quickness. And a lot of the wrestlers have the broad shoulders, and they're so not used to striking. But in the past couple of years, you have a lot of great wrestlers who've learned how to box, who've learned how to move, and so they become great strikers. And right now, you're seeing the evolution of wrestlers actually striking.
Well, we're seeing a clinic on that here so far through 3.5 rounds, and now a couple of kicks exchanged.
Oh yeah,
and it's been tit for tat so far.
Tit for tat. This round's it's real even.
As Beebe kind of laughs off that attack by Roberts.
And you want to keep right at this as you get into the latter parts of the round. You want to keep your hands up. You want to keep your hands up because it could that split second could get you the knockout.
We're reaching 18 minutes of fighting time for these fighters. The more fatigued you become, I assume the easier it is to make a mistake.
Oh yeah, but both fighters look like they're in great shape. They're still staying in the pocket. They're still staying in front of each other. And again, they're still trying takedowns also.
Ryan Roberts again putting together another classic main event here in Victory Fighting Championship. Knows how to put on a show. A little bit of blood now coming out of his nose as well.
You see Beebe fake the takedown there off the jab.
And you were expecting to see that here this round.
Lots of jabs.
So both
they're both trying to set up their takedowns with the jab.
Both fighters bleeding from the nose, and there's a punch, a right hand from Beebe.
Right down the pipe.
And it looks like the damage to Roberts' nose might be a little bit more severe than what Beebe is experiencing right now.
Both guys have stepped up their aggressiveness. Here, probably in the next minute or so, or a couple seconds ago, you're going to try to take down. There you go.
Roberts takes down Beebe.
Takes down. He needs to control these last seconds of this round. And Roberts is pretty good at that.
Is this precipitated because of the damage from the nose? Does he feel like he needs to be more aggressive?
Well, he's that type of guy though. If he feels that he needs to be aggressive, his body just goes into that mode.
You can see the respect between these two fighters, and a classic MMA matchup here tonight.
Both guys seem to be wearing down just a little bit.
There's Beebe, tries for the takedown again. 10 seconds to go in round number 4. As we have action against the fence. A knee by Beebe.
Both guys trying to establish themselves.
And a couple late punches, and we'll go to round number 5. And you see the respect of the fighters.
Both fighters have to respect, and again, both fighters are trying to establish the middle, and, by working the jabs, and whoever gets to that overhand right first, because I feel it coming. Someone's going to sleep.
Should be a great finish. We'll come back for the 5th and final round of this featherweight championship. This is VFC 42.
Victory featherweight champion on the line.
Chase Beebe. We're all familiar with Ryan Roberts. This is your first opportunity, I believe, to see Chase Beebe.
Yes.
What do you think of this fighter through 4 rounds?
You know what? Again, great wrestling, and I'm very, very impressed by his boxing. Very impressed by the way he's holding his composure, and he's not running. He's staying right in front of Roberts.
As we go into the 5th round here, what do you expect to see in this round?
A lot more takedowns. It's been a lot more aggressive.
Do you think either fighter feels like he needs to win in this round right now? It's pretty much a toss-up, isn't it?
It's pretty much a toss-up, but I think someone's trying to get knocked out. Or trying to get the knockout. Someone's trying to get the knockout right now.
We were talking during the break. You think that Roberts maybe has inflicted a little bit more damage thus far?
He's probably got heavier hands than Beebe right now.
Landing more solid punches,
landing more solid punches and inflicting more damage.
And Roberts gets Beebe on the ground in the corner. And Beebe, just like Roberts, gets right back up.
Right back. Two great wrestlers.
Boy, you wouldn't believe, look at these guys, that they've gone 5 rounds.
Both guys are looking good. They're still looking good in the 5th round. Roberts stumbles a little bit.
Fatigue setting in again. 5 full 5 minutes rounds for this championship. Roberts went 5 full rounds in VFC 41. We talked about that earlier. Winning a split decision against L.C. Davis, an instant classic, and we're seeing another one here tonight at Ralston Arena.
Well, it looks like Beebe's he's setting it up with the jab. He gets the takedown.
Beebe drove Roberts into the fence when he did it.
He gets the take. He needs to get up right now. He needs to get up. He needs to not stay on the ground. Beebe looks like he's controlling the latter part of this, or the middle part of this round here.
Beebe is in control right now, trying to get that chokehold in on him.
Trying to get the choke. These guys are taking more chances in this last round.
And if this does go to decisions, Beebe does have more takedowns and possibly might be an advantage.
And again, it seemed like these past couple of years, a lot of the judges have been looking at controlling the fight with takedowns.
Sounds like you've got burned by that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Menashiko, when I fought him, I took him down a couple times. and he held me with a takedown. So, I'm assuming that, the takedowns are really important.
Roberts reverses that, and we're seeing some great action in the corner midway through the final round. We'll see if this goes to a judge's decision. We're 2 minutes away from just that, but a lot of action to go.
Roberts right on top. He's trying to control Beebe. Beebe's right back up.
Both fighters over and over get back up. And again, can't say enough about these two athletes here tonight.
Working off the jab, both guys working off the jab, trying to establish. They're both tired. Both fighters are trying to find the chin, trying to find the sweet spot.
And they're sticking with that sparring. As you said, trying to get him down to the mat, but boxing first kind of match here tonight.
Again, and the audience loves a great striking match anyway. And right now we're witnessing a classic because you got both these guys who are very great wrestlers showing us their boxing skills.
How important is it to these athletes to put on a show like this?
It's very important because when you got other people watching, they're seeing that your skill level has gone up another level. They're watching you. They know that you might be a wrestler, but they're seeing that you can box.
A lot of pride here on display tonight. Final 60 seconds of 25 minutes of action for the Featherweight Championship. Ryan Roberts, Chase Beebe, and it looks like we're headed possibly to a decision as we have 40 seconds to go, and you can see the fighters are getting tired.
Both guys are stalling right now, but if they in this last 30 seconds of the fight, both guys need to make a move.
Both are trying desperately.
Both guys are holding on now.
Both are holding on. Beebe's got a little bit of advantage right now. 20 seconds to go.
Someone needs to be striking at this position right now. Someone needs to try to get a submission.
Beebe's trying to force something, but here's Roberts, and there's those strikes. 5 seconds to go. The left, the right, the left, the right. An elbow, and there's the horn. I don't think they heard it, but we're at zero.
Yeah, they haven't heard it.
We're at zero, and they continue to fight. And you talk about being saved by the bell. Chase Beebe may have been saved by the bell. We'll come back.
Great fight.
We'll come back and get the official decision. What a match here tonight. Chase Beebe, The Rage, and Ryan, Are You Ready, Roberts. We'll find out who's the featherweight champion when we get back. This is VFC 42. Back at Ralston Arena, Todd Walkenor's the final time with Houston Alexander, the assassin. And we just saw a great one for the Featherweight Championship. Ryan, Are You Ready, Roberts, Chase The Rage Beebe. I know you got a little bit of an opinion, a little bias in this match, but tell me what you saw and what the judges are looking at. This could go either way.
It could go either way, but will the judges judge the fight off of Ryan's blows or Beebe's takedowns? It just all depends on where the judges are headed.
If it's the blows, Ryan Roberts has the advantage.
Yeah, he has the advantage because he landed harder shots. He threw. It's almost like he threw blood first. Beebe took him down.
If it's takedowns, it's Chase Beebe.
Takedowns is Beebe because he controlled.
Let's get the decision.
We go to the judges' score totals. Rodney Veerhoff, 50-45. Adam Graybill, 49-46. Christy Ginnan, 49-46. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, victory featherweight champion, Ryan, Are You Ready, Roberts?
So there you go with the official decision, and I think I'd agree with you. If you just look at who controlled the match, who inflicted the most damage, I think Ryan Roberts, and that's the way the judges saw it unanimously tonight.
That's the way the judges saw it. He landed blows that were more effective. He drew first blood.
Chase Beebe had the takedowns, but he didn't do a lot with them when he got Roberts to the mat. He didn't strike him. He didn't get the elbows in. And as you mentioned, Roberts seemed to get back up every time.
He got right back up, and again, he went right to work when he got up from that position. So again, it just all depends on where the judges take it.
Let's hear from the VFC featherweight champion.
All right, check it out. I'm here with Ryan Roberts. Ryan, that was an incredible fight. Tell us what happened in the cage tonight.
You know, it went about like I thought. Another top world-class opponent. It's what you get when you come in here with a world-class opponent, is a fight like that. So we both came in here with a lot of heart. I was able to edge him out tonight. I feel very honored to just compete against somebody I had looked up to. Thank you to all my fans who came up and supported. It's amazing. You folks truly helped me win fights like this. Thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause out here. The Victory Featherweight Champion, Ryan. Are you ready? Roberts.
So there's your champion, Ryan Roberts. And from Ralston Arena, one final time, Todd Walker along with the assassin, Houston Alexander.
We're always taking pictures.
We're taking
on Facebook,
pictures.
You know?
I
Facebook,
like it.
Instagram. We're taking pictures. Great event, the VFC. Love being here.
Ryan Roberts, another great main event. Chase Beebe, hats off to him as well as he contributed. Great fight. Come check us out August 2nd, VFC 43. Till next time, everybody. Take care.
Yeah.